Your dog is scratching again. It's 2 a.m. You hear that same sound, a lick, 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 coming from the corner of the room. You get up, turn on the light, and there they are, paws in their mouth. Again. Have you ever tried everything you could think of? New food, new shampoo, even those little booties, only to watch your dog go right back to licking the second you turn your back? What if I told you that paw licking is almost never about cleaning? What if the real reason is something happening under the skin that most owners never even think to check? I know exactly how exhausting this is. You've probably spent $80 or more on vet visits, tried 3 different shampoos, and stayed up late Googling, why does my dog lick his paws so much, more times than you'd like to admit? And what's worse? The licking comes back, sometimes within days. But what if I told you the very first thing that could calm this down tonight is probably sitting in your kitchen right now, and it has nothing to do with vinegar or coconut oil? Today I'm going to show you exactly why your dog licks their paws and 6 ways to calm it down using things you already have at home. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Marcus, your neighborhood veterinarian, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I dedicate this entire channel to helping you become the best pet parent you can possibly be, using simple, vet-approved home remedies. Before we dive in, drop the guilt. You are not a bad pet parent. The fact that you're watching this video right now, at whatever hour it is, proves that you care. I actually posted a video on hot spots and skin allergies, which I'll link at the end, so stick around for that one too. So today, we're doing a complete masterclass. Grab a notebook, because I'm about to give you 6 proven ways to calm your dog's paw licking and explain the real reason it's happening in the first place. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The green tea secret. Here's the problem. Your dog's paws are red, slightly swollen, and they won't stop licking one specific spot. Most owners assume it's dry skin or dirt from the yard. Here's the science. It's not just irritation. It's inflammation, and inflammation needs to be calmed from the outside before anything else works. Green tea contains tannins and a small amount of caffeine, both of which have a mild constricting effect on tiny blood vessels near the surface of the skin. When blood vessels tighten slightly, swelling goes down, and the itch-scratch cycle slows. Here's the remedy. Brew 1 plain green tea bag in a cup of warm water for 5 minutes. Let it cool until it's just warm to the touch, not hot. Dip a clean washcloth in the tea and press it gently against the paw for about 2 to 3 minutes. Do this once a day for up to 5 days. Now, here's a quick warning. Green tea does contain caffeine, so this is a topical compress only. Never let your dog drink brewed tea and never apply it to open wounds or broken skin. If the redness doesn't improve within 3 to 5 days, or if you see swelling spreading up the leg, please see your vet. Chapter 2. The Witch Hazel Trick. Let me guess, you're probably thinking, isn't witch hazel just for cuts and bruises? That's what most people think, and that's exactly why almost nobody uses it on paws. Here's the science. Witch hazel is a natural astringent, meaning it gently tightens and dries the skin's surface. Paw licking often starts because the skin between the toes stays slightly damp after walks, and that dampness creates the perfect environment for irritation and mild yeast overgrowth. Here's the remedy. Use a fragrance-free, alcohol-free witch hazel, which you can find at almost any pharmacy. Soak a cotton ball and gently wipe between each toe and around the paw pad once daily, especially after your dog has been outside in wet grass or rain. Now here's a quick warning. Alcohol-based witch hazel can sting and dry the skin too much, so always check the label for alcohol-free. Never use it on cracked, bleeding, or open skin. If irritation continues past a week, this may be a sign of an allergy or infection that needs a vet's diagnosis. Chapter 3 is my personal favorite because it's so simple people overlook it. The oatmeal soak. Here's the problem. General itchiness. All 4 paws, no specific hot spot, just constant licking and chewing. Here's the science. Oatmeal contains compounds called avenanthramides, which calm irritated skin and reduce the histamine response that makes your dog want to scratch and lick in the first place. Here's the remedy. Grind 1 cup of plain, unflavored oats into a fine powder using a blender or food processor. Mix it into a shallow basin of lukewarm water until it turns cloudy. Have your dog stand in the basin for 5 minutes, gently working the water between their toes. Pat dry completely afterward, since trapped moisture undoes the benefit. Now, here's a quick warning. Always dry thoroughly between the toes afterward. Leaving paws damp can make things worse, not better. Do this 2 to 3 times a week, not daily, since over-soaking can dry out the skin. Chapter 4. The Apple Cider Vinegar Rinse. Done the right way. Stick with me here because this one is important, since most people actually use this remedy incorrectly. It's not just vinegar, it's the acetic acid inside it that helps break down the thin film of yeast and bacteria that builds up on itchy paws. Here's the remedy. Mix 1 part apple cider vinegar with 2 parts water in a spray bottle. Lightly spray onto the paws, avoiding any cracked or open skin, and let air dry. Use this 2 to 3 times per week, not every day. Now here's a quick warning. Never use full-strength vinegar, and never apply it if there are any open sores or cuts, because it will sting significantly. If your dog's paws smell strongly like corn chips, or the skin looks moist and reddish-brown between the toes, that's often a yeast infection, and vinegar alone won't fully clear it. Please have your vet take a look. Chapter 5. The Diet Connection. Now here's what's truly fascinating. Around 80% of chronic paw lickers I see in my practice have some kind of food sensitivity contributing to the problem, and most owners never connect the two. Here's the science. Certain proteins in low-quality dog food can trigger mild, ongoing inflammation throughout the body, and the paws, being thin-skinned and constantly exposed to the ground, often show it first. Here's the remedy. Look at your dog's current food label. If chicken, beef, or a lot of fillers are the first ingredient and the licking has gone on for months, ask your vet about a limited ingredient diet trial for 8 to 12 weeks. Add a fish oil supplement with omega-3 fatty acids, about 1,000 milligrams for a 40-pound dog, to support skin barrier health. Always check dosage with your vet based on your dog's weight. Now, here's a quick warning. Never start a new supplement without checking your dog's weight-appropriate dose, and introduce new food gradually over 7 to 10 days to avoid stomach upset. Chapter 6. The Boredom and Anxiety Factor. I promise you, this one surprises almost every owner I talk to. Sometimes paw licking has nothing to do with skin at all. Here's the science. Dogs that are understimulated or anxious often turn to paw licking as a repetitive, self-soothing behavior, similar to nail biting in people. This is especially true if the licking happens mostly at night or when you leave the house. Here's the remedy. Increase physical and mental stimulation with a 20-minute walk and 1 puzzle toy or scent game daily. Keep a simple log for 1 week noting when the licking happens most, since patterns often point to boredom or separation-related stress. Now here's a quick warning. If your dog shows signs of anxiety such as pacing, drooling, or destructive behavior, or any aggression when you try to check their paws, please consult a certified professional trainer or veterinary behaviorist rather than handling it alone. Now please listen closely because this is a massive veterinary warning. The single biggest danger with all of these remedies is masking a deeper problem. Constant paw licking that doesn't improve within 7 to 10 days, or licking that's isolated to just 1 paw, can be a sign of something more serious. An embedded splinter, a broken nail, a tick, or in some cases, a more significant allergy or endocrine issue like thyroid imbalance. Home remedies are wonderful for mild, everyday irritation, but they are not a substitute for a diagnosis. If you notice swelling, bleeding, a strong odor, limping, or your dog suddenly won't put weight on that paw, please call your vet immediately. Don't wait it out. Here's the golden rule. You do not need to use all of these at once. Here's a simple rotation. Daily, check and wipe your dog's paws with witch hazel after walks. 2 to 3 times a week, use the apple cider vinegar rinse or the oatmeal soak. As needed, during a flare-up, use the green tea compress for extra calming. The whole process should take you no more than 10 minutes a day. Paw licking is one of the hardest parts of being a pet parent because it's so easy to miss and so easy to blame on just cleaning. But by choosing to educate yourself, by choosing to take just 10 minutes out of your day to actually look at those little paws, you are proving how much you truly love your dog. And that makes you an incredible pet parent. If this video gave you hope today, please hit that like button. It helps more pet parents find this information. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our weekly deep dives. And please leave a comment telling me, does your dog lick one specific paw or all four? I read every single one. Give your sweet, beautiful dog a gentle scratch behind the ears for Dr. Marcus tonight. I'll see you in the next one.